Last time on Throlash Create. Procrastination.
Alright, enough procrastination.
Espionage.
And the secret ingredient is crime.
And of course, murder in the highest degree.
I'm stuck in a train.
Ow, what is it with this bridge?
Oh, there's my body. Hey, Beardy!
In this episode, we build a cool looking building and we kill mobs inside of it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, tragedy has struck. Somehow, I don't really understand what happened, but my OBS settings got like completely screwed up. I don't know if there was an update or what, but I took a whole bunch of video for this video, and all of it just is super grainy and unusable, and it looks terrible, and I don't want to give any of you that. So let me just walk you through some of the changes. Some of you with keen eyes can see one of them already. Our mob farm's gone. I had a great joke where I like kicked over the bamboo that was holding it up, the scaffolding, and I was like, oh, it'll just fall down. Oh wait, oh, it's Minecraft. But no, joke's gone. Thanks, OBS. Ruining my comedy career. Anyways, we are going to be building a mob farm today. I'm going to put it right here on this. So I had to get rid of the old mob farm so we had all the resources and a place to put it. Now, as you can see, it is nighttime and there is something missing. And if I open up the map, that's mobs. The mobs are missing. Well, they're down here. But the mobs are missing, and the reason for that is I have these nifty, that's my head. I have these nifty things that are called something or others. Mega torches. There we go. Torchmaster Mega Torch. Essentially what those do is they have a 64 block radius where once you place it down, a mob cannot spawn unless it's from a spawner. I'm pretty sure I have yet to test this. But what I did in all that recording that's not usable is I went around the island and I just put a whole bunch of torches all over the place. So the only area that mobs can spawn is down here currently, which we will probably take care of at some point. They're very expensive. They're 2 diamonds, 2 gold blocks, and some logs and some other stuff. These ones I don't worry about, but the gold is just really rough to get to. So what I had to do was I had to go down over there somewhere. Yeah, I think it was down over here somewhere. There was this huge patch of ochrum. Let me go see if I can find it. Yeah, why go when you can send cheaty free cam? So essentially this was a massive pack of ochrum. I still have some over here. And this stuff, which is Azarine? Anyways, I mined out a bunch of this, and I mined out just a ton of the ochrum so I could get enough gold for this. And I wish I could make this because it's a super easy way to get gold. But there are ways, we looked into it as well, the different ways that we could potentially get gold. And we're nowhere near that stage in this game yet. So what did we do? We got a bunch of gold, we made some mega torches, we tore down the mob farm to replace it. We're gonna put it in a new magical location. It's gonna be super great. And we did one other thing. Now I had a little realization that this farm, as you can see, all of my lava is gone here in these tanks. This farm was just pumping out andesite. We have almost 14,000 bits of andesite, which is just too much. It's too much. So if we head down here into the basement and we go along this creepy hallway here, we have a pump that is currently pumping all of the lava that the dripstone is generating down into here. And what that's going to do is give us an infinite lava source. Now, if we go into cheaty free cam once more, we can head over in this direction and we can just take a look and see this is how far we have left to go. It's about, I don't know, 12, 13 blocks maybe. And this is how much we've filled up so far. So we are well over halfway to where we need to be. So I think just a couple of overnights, honestly, and we should be able to get our our infinite lava source all the way filled up. And I gotta cover that up before I accidentally fall into it and die, because that's something that I feel like I would do. Now, one other thing before we start building our mob farm up again, let's just go in here. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Why are you in here? You should not be in here, Ryan. So we have all of our villagers filled up in little tiny cells. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, and I still have to do some stuff up here, but it's a lot easier to trade with these nerds now because they're just locked away in their own individual rooms. And don't worry, I didn't unalive the other villagers. They're all just hanging out up here. For some reason, they really, really like this corner. I don't know if they're somehow pathing to job blocks that they think they can get to, or if they just enjoy going in a southeasterly direction. I'm not really entirely sure, but I did start to get some cells up here so we can get some librarians, and I'll get some other things up here as well so we can keep trading with these guys. But that is all that we missed in all that footage that I just can't use. I actually deleted it. I got so frustrated. I was like, you know what? I'm not using it. Get it out of here. I don't want it. But thankfully, we have all of this stuff that is done and ready, and right behind our shoulder here, we're going to plop up another building that is going to be our mob farm, get us some nice juicy XP, and we'll get some bones and maybe some spidery stuff in there too. I'm not really sure yet, but I definitely need bones and I need blaze rods, so we'll focus on those two for now. But first, building. Well, I'm not entirely sure how big I want this thing to be, but I do think that we want the platform to start on this level here. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and remove this entire platform of grass, and we can go ahead and throw our own in. Now, what I do think I want to do is have this piece kind of held up by a retaining wall. So I don't know if I want it here or here. I'll do some maths here in just a second, but I do want like a wall. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 blocks up. So as you're walking here, maybe there's a stairway that can take you up to this platform where the mob farm actually is, or the train might come through over here, which I would have to level that to this level, or I could raise this. No, that's gonna look weird. Yeah, I'll have to figure out some leveling issues there. But I could have the train come through this way, which might not be a horrendous idea, especially if we have a drop-off point for the mob drops over here. My other option for the train is it can kind of follow this curve and then come out this way maybe. And I mean, we can have train track going all over the place and not use it, and just kind of have it be there for decoration. But anyways, I'm going to get a platform right here, and I will see about a retaining wall as well. Now for the platform itself, I think we're going to use this sanded andesite eroded. The sanded andesite, and for the retaining wall, we're going to use some tough bricks. And again, I'm not entirely sure how big I want this to be. That's got a very clear line on it. Now, is this going to have that line? Huh. Well, let's use it, and then we'll break it up, we'll texture it, and see how it looks. Well, I'm tearing down the wall because I wanna set it in one, because I think it's just gonna look a little more interesting with like a couple of arches and stuff in there. Make it look like it's got a little bit of extra support, etc. So I'm gonna tear it out and build it up again. I'm glad I figured out that I wanted to do this before I got the whole thing in place. Hey, look, I made a box, and it's probably the best box I've ever created in my entire life. Don't ever say anything terrible about my box. It's the best box ever. My box needs a little detail, though. That's for sure. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some cornery bits here, and then we're going to extend those cornery bits. And then we'll probably do some archy bits. And then we will probably bring the archy and cornery bits all the way up to a trim up here to the top. And then we'll have something going along the top here, so that way we can't just accidentally walk off the edge of my beautiful box. But this place is huge. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I just kept placing things down, and I was like, yeah, we'll figure it out in post. And now it's post. And now I got to figure it out. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I don't want the inside of this to be bricks. I want the columns to be bricks. All right, well, I got to tear the whole darn thing out again, I guess. Oh gosh, why do I do this to myself all the time? All right, that's more like it. That's kind of exactly what I was going for here. And of course, we have to make it look a little bit texturized. We got to texturize it. That's the word I'm looking for here. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. I think this is going to turn out great. The only issue with texturizing this is, let's say I take this out to texturize it. It's going to have this border around it, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So we might not be able to put any texture on these. But that's okay. We can texture the rest of it. So let me crack on making the rest of this stuff, and I'll get back to you once we are all set. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, this took way longer than I wanted it to. And you might be thinking to yourself, hey, Thro, how do you actually get on top of this thing? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We're probably going to put a stairwell somewhere, whether it be right here that'll walk up this way, or over here somewhere, but that depends on where we put the train. At this point, the way you get up there is with good old-fashioned steam power. I gotta go backwards. I'm really bad at this. Oh, geez. Okay, everybody's nauseous. Yeah, look at that. Steam power. Jetpacks. Yeah, that's how we get up now. But now that we have a platform, we can go ahead and put a building on top of it. So I'm gonna have a kind of big-ish, central-ish building here, kind of almost towery-like, where our mobs are actually going to spawn, right? So I'm going to have that here. And then I think over on this side, we'll have like a way to get up to the spawners, because I want to be able to access them in case we want to add more or swap some out. And then over here, I'll have like a smaller building that I think will turn into like an enchanting setup, as well as storage for liquid XP and storage for the mob bits and parts that we're gonna, oh my gosh, can you just get out of here? Storage for the bits and mob parts and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just, you know, cue the music and we'll figure, music. Oh my gosh, I gotta find cow music now. Yo, unironically, this song is a bop. I just wanted to pop in and show you what I had so far. I actually did most of this on a video that is kind of like my 1,000 subscriber special, so, you know, that's already released. Please go ahead and watch it. It was a lot of fun to make, and we got a little deep. We got a little deep, but it was good. It was fun. So go ahead and watch it. It's on the, it should be a card up in the top where the cards go right now, but yeah, go ahead and watch that. But anyways, here's what we're working with so far. So what I was thinking was, you know, we'll have in this area, this is where mobs will be pushed down or just drop down probably, and they'll be pushed over here somewhere, maybe in this corner or something. I'm not really entirely sure yet, and get mincified right over here. Mainly this building is just for look. I'll probably put some stained glass, some dark glass, the one where the light doesn't come through. I don't know what it's called. I've never used it before. And then up here, we're just gonna build another little squat building right up here. I might go 3 tiers with this. And the reason is I don't really have a place to AFK right now, because if I AFK down here, I don't think we're going to be activating the spawners, which are up here. I think I made it too big. Anyways, so I'm going to put another layer of blocks here, and then put like another, of course it's raining, put another layer of something maybe like right up here. This thing's going to be pretty tall. It's going to be pretty tall. I'm going to call it the Mob Crush Tower, or the Crusher Tower, the Tower of Torment, or something like that. I don't really know yet. Anyways, I'm going to build more stuff. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Can you tell I've been watching Skizzleman? Progress update. So here's what we got so far. It's an absolute mess, but like, hey, so is everything else here, so I guess it kind of fits in. Not a huge fan of the big windows, but I can't really set them back a block like I'd like to, but we've got a little killing chamber down here, we've got the spawning chamber here, and then just clutter. Clutter makes everything look better. We're going to, at some point, go ahead and break out this floor and make it look a little bit more textured and probably put a roof on this. But I'm at the point now where I think it's a really good idea to probably put in the mechanisms that's going to move all the mobs over here, and they're going to come over here and they're going to be like, no, don't hit me with the sword. Oh, God, I'm dead, and here's my XP, right? So we got to get that in, and I just wanted to come up these little gantry stair thingies here. What are these called? Catwalk stairs or something? And this is where my AFK spot is going to be. I've got a little lamp. Turn that on and off. That's cool. I got a barrel. Put my stuff in it. Barrel for stuff, right? And I just stand right here. Because right underneath here is where the spawners are going to be. Because once again, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to activate the spawners from down here. If I can, great. If not, then, you know, hey, we gotta back up. But essentially what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm going to just put a bunch of fans that like on this back wall, right? Probably some ice on the floor, and then a couple of fans over here that'll push all the way over to this corner. And I think I'll put like a block or something here, because right in here, yep, there we go, is where we're probably gonna have the deployer to kill stuff. Maybe, oh yeah, because these will be here, right? The ice blocks will be here, so bam, 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 everything dies. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Now, instead of ice, I could obviously use belts, but belts are super laggy, and I don't know, when this is running and stuff over there is running, and we get like a steam engine and all that sort of stuff, I feel like belts are just gonna lag us out horribly. But at the same time, I don't have a very good way of powering this right now because I don't have like a steam setup. So maybe we will have to use belts and then just put like a couple of water wheels under the ground here. I'm gonna set up a little fan and see how fast it needs to blow and see if it can actually even blow far enough, because it'll be set here on this block. See if it'll actually blow far enough to get everything over here. So let me tinker with some stuff, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. And let's see. That's pretty slow. I gotta be honest. So it starts out pretty fast. 194 just for one of these fans too. Ugh. Starts out pretty fast and then it gets pretty slow. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do belts. Belts, that sucks, but belts are gonna be better. Well, I reckon something a little bit like this should work. We just got a water wheel, the speed controller, a couple of gearboxes, and a gearbox over here. Yeah. Belts are a little overpowered, but if I go ahead and fly up here, let's say I'm a mob and I spawn right here and I go pop. So I am going to take damage, and I'm going to build up walls and all that sort of stuff so they can't walk around. And yeah, this should do it. This should do it for us. Perfect. So then right here, we'll throw a deployer that's in use mode. I'll have to put 2. For some reason, I don't really know. I mean, I'm going to do skeletons and blazes, so maybe I don't need 2 deployers. I should really only need the 1. But if I put one down here, even if like eventually I do spiders or something, they'll just all die in here anyways if I just put it down here. So maybe that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. So I surrounded the whole thing with industrial iron supports just because I want to be able to see in there, and while we're outside, I also want to be able to look through the window, and the texture is kind of cool because you get that like cross hatch sort of stuff, and then the crosshatch sort of stuff with the window, and for some reason some of it glitches out. Anyways, I think it looks neat. But as you can see, we have the punchy puncher punching, and that is thanks to 3 water wheels that are under the ground right now. If we need more, we'll get more. I think at this point I can give this thing a sword and it'll just punch stuff. I'm pretty sure. And then I think, again, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I think if I just put a funnel here and 2 item drains in the ground, and then another funnel here with like a drawer controller, I can get all the items here, and then the item drains, I can pipe them into tanks. I'll probably put some tanks over here, and I want one here with like a valve on it that I can just turn and like get a shower of XP when I want to. But I'm not entirely sure if all of that is true or where I'm going to put the pipes or any of that sort of stuff. So I'm going to tinker with a little bit more stuff. I'm probably going to just rip this out and go ahead and put some item drains in there, get some funnels on here. And I think this will work. I don't know, man. Okay, this is a problem. All right, let's go ahead and pick that up, shall we? That's an issue. All right, whole system's got to move back a block. Just everybody back up. Just back up. Okay, sword is no longer punching the support. Everything looks like it's set up correctly. So if I stand here, I'm gonna get punched a lot and it's gonna hurt. And honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like get out of here. So let's see. Ow, ow, ow. Yep. Okay. Yep. That hurts a lot. Let's see. Can I take this sword back? I can. All right. So we're only going to get 1,561 punches out of this thing. So, I don't really have enough levels right now. I wanted to put Unbreaking 3 on it, but I don't have the levels for it. So I think what we do for now is we let this thing run. We build up our XP bank so that way we can get some enchanting stuff going on, which, I think I wanted to move the enchanting stuff over here. All right, we'll figure that out later. Anyways, I think I'm ready to put mob stuff in. Oh, no. I gotta drain these out first. Hang on. While I'm over here, I'm just getting all my minecart contraptions out because this one's huge and I didn't want to put it anywhere where it would break stuff, but it looks like we have 3. We have 3 spawners, excuse me. We have zombie, blaze, and over here is skelly boys. So I think at this point, what we're going to do is we're gonna play it lucky, or play it easy. Oh my gosh, there it is. I wish these backpacks had a search function on them. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're gonna, okay, put that there, and we're gonna get shot. So good to know that this thing will work, even though there's mega torches around, these things are going to work. So that's good. That was a good test. I'm glad that we did that. So what I'm gonna do now is clear out my inventory. I'm gonna head over in here, and I am going to try and centralize these as much as I can. So I think what we're gonna do is just put a block here, and then we're gonna have these things cascading downwards. All right, I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, what can we do? We'll go back to the drawing board. All right, we're gonna just fly up here and plop, and Skelly boys. Okay, and they just got minced. All right, cool. I got gone with the foil as well. I don't really. Why are you? Oh, I didn't close this. Oh, I'm smart. There we go. So we've got, oh yeah, okay, so I have this disenchanter here. So it disenchanted this gold chest plate, and we've got experience coming over here. Now I'm guessing that the nuggets of experience are coming out as well and going over that disenchanter, and I'm not horrendously upset with that. I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. But yeah, let's... Oh, I think I'm gonna get the zombies next. Let's do that. And the zombies are in. Okay, and now for the pain train, we need to do this and pick this up. Oh no, blazes. Oh boy, fly away. All right, and we will go ahead and get this in here. And the blazes should spawn after about 10 seconds. And I think we're good. All right, let's go take care of these idiots. Here come the blazy boys. I see they don't really like the deployer that much. That's gonna be a problem. If he just stays there... Oh, okay, he will fall down eventually. That's good. That's very good. All right, everything's rolling over. The nuggets are being disenchanted as well, which is kind of a pain, but what can you do? Yeah, so we're going to have to find a way to deal with the armor, the weapons that we're going to get from these things, and just burn them. The other thing we could probably do is put them in vaults. I think these are the only things that we're going to get that are stackable, except for, like, I don't know, potatoes or carrots. Yeah, I just saw a carrot go through. We could potentially get some of those as well. And good to know that we are actually activating these spawners just by standing over here. So I've been stood here about 10 minutes, and we are getting a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I just put a void upgrade on here because I'm not going to need more than like 2,000 arrows. It's just insane. But I did get emerald upgrades on pretty much everything else. And I think I have a solution on what to do with this issue here, where we keep getting armor and weapons and all that sort of stuff. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the wiki and see what can actually drop from skeletons and zombies, because those have been our big issues so far. And I'm going to go ahead and have another funnel with another item drain disenchanter combo over here. And it'll go across the disenchanter. It'll disenchant anything if it has it. It'll go into probably an item vault, I would say. And then it's going to have a chute underneath it. And then under that chute is going to be fire. I'm going to burn all of that stuff because I don't need any of it, to be perfectly honest. And I might get rid of this disenchanter if I do that, because I would like nuggets of experience over here as well. But I'm going to go ahead and crack on making that, and I will get back to you guys when we are finished. But oh my gosh, it's actually working. This is working way better than I thought it was going to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty proud of myself with this. And I think that should do it. I just have an item filter here that has all the armor I could think of, and a bow, and I think an iron shovel as well, a whole bunch of stuff, and it should just become disenchanted on this thing, go into this vault, drop down a nifty little chute that I have here, and then drop into fire. So that should do it for us. I just want to make sure that that actually happens, so I'm going to stand here and watch this thing like a hawk for a little bit, and hopefully we don't get anything wind up over here. Literally less than a minute later, and we get an iron sword. That sucks so bad. I think I can just toss it. If I toss it with enough force, I think it'll go over there. Yeah, so I think we'll just have to come over here and manually check every now and then. Yeah, I just saw something go through. I think it was a bow. So that's fine. That kind of sucks, but that's fine. Because I don't think there's any more room. Here, let me spin this around. I don't think there's any more room on this filter. There's not. Ooh, but I can put this filter as a filter, can't I? Let me test that. I can. Okay. All right, so I should be able to do sword. I don't think they can get wooden stone swords, but we'll put an iron sword on there. All right, cool. I think that should do it there. If I plop that on there and spin it back around, we should now see that this should do the thing. Well, I just loaded this thing up with iron swords and I added a bunch of blank drawers here. Just in case I forgot about anything, I'm gonna go ahead and strip the diamond sword out of this and probably just go AFK overnight and see how many of everything that we get. And see where everything goes. We're currently at 20, almost 2,500 millibuckets, and that's only from the disenchanter now, disenchanting the enchanted stuff. So we'll see what we get, I guess, and you know, I'll see you guys in the morning. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, it's a decent amount of XP. There we go. We're still fighting stuff in here, and ooh, there's some stuff. Oh, diamond leggings in there. All right, we got a couple thousand bones, which is fantastic. Why are there bones over here? That doesn't make any sense. Why are they different? There's NBT pit tags on my bones. Anyways, let's not worry about that. We actually, this is a good iron farm. Ooh, that's a lot of XP. Holy moly, we actually might need to take some of that and just put it in these storage vats if we can, but that's a lot of stuff. And we didn't even go through all of our, oh, there's a backup. Now, I wonder why that would happen. I wonder if it has to do with this thing just killed too many things at once and it got full? Things are never going to despawn from there, are they? All right, so I think what we're going to have to do is where the little wall thingy is here, like this, these support beams, we're going to have to take that bottom one out and just put a half slab there so nothing can get through it. And essentially what that'll do is allow these to just fall off the conveyor belt and either put fire there or they can despawn. Because, I mean, why are there so many flies? What is happening right now? We've broken this game. Somehow the game has broken. Hey, we got 24 maggots out of the process too. But yeah, I'm going to have to deal with this somehow. I don't really know what the bone thing is about either. That's really strange, but resounding success. I'm very happy with this. Ah, look at this. Ready? Yeah, a literal shower. This is the coolest thing ever. All right, I'm gonna put these back. That's so cool though. And I changed this up a little bit. We have the XP coming out of here instead, so it can fill up the tank that's over here. So we can get that sweet, sweet experience just by turning this crank here and just expending a little bit of hunger. And as you can see up here, I took all the experience that we had and I dumped it in this, literally just for aesthetics. That's it. There was no ulterior motive whatsoever. I just wanted some liquid experience to be showing up here. Isn't that stupid? That's so stupid. Anyways, I gotta get a roof on this place, and I actually know what I'm gonna do to get up here. And we might be able to fit the train through this way. I got plans. And I need another building up here, and I think what I'm gonna do is move this thing, the basalt generator, and put it like in something that almost looks like a what are these called? Shipping containers, right? Something that kind of looks like a shipping container. I'll just put it up here, run a couple of water wheels. I do that every time. Run a couple of water wheels or something underground here and just, have this thing powered by that. Because, yeah, it's all full up, so I have the whole thing shut off anyway, so it's not a huge deal that it runs. But there's a lot of space here, and that takes up a lot of space, so perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, there is the entire building done. This is really cool. I gotta be honest, this is super cool. This came out absolutely perfect. Exactly how I envisioned. This is awesome. It looks like a right mess. I love this so much. Now, I still have to do some surrounding stuff. I want to cut up the floor a little bit, kind of like I did with the roof over here. And then we are going to put a stairway right here that comes up to this area. It'll unload us, hopefully about here-ish. And then we'll have room to throw the basalt generator up here. And then I need to make a path. I need to make some sort of path that, you would walk around over here and probably end up finally connecting these paths together. So let me crack on getting some of that done, and I'll be back with you folks here in just a second. Oh, the inside. Yep. Let's take a look at the inside. It's messy. It's just messy, and I love it. I haven't done too much decorating, but I think it looks super cute. Folks, I gotta be honest with you, this is probably the greatest thing I've ever done to this area, and I'm really excited to take you on a stroll down my brand new paths. Oh my gosh. Look at these. It just literally brings the whole place together. These look so great. I still have a couple other things I want to do. I want to throw a couple cypress trees in, a couple more of these trees. I need more of the azalea bushes here, but look at how quaint this is. It's so perfect. We can put little boulders in here, maybe some benches we can sit on. Everybody loves sitting on benches. And it wraps around this way a little bit, and then I haven't finished down here yet because there's nowhere to go. So, and then it comes over here, and again we get maybe some trees and bushes and all that sort of stuff. And now we have stairs. Forgot about the stairs. We got stairs that come over here, and they just kind of like cut off right there, and then a little path that comes over this way. Oh, everything's all connected. Look at how awesome this is. I think it came out really, really great. And Hamish is showing off our brand new basalt generator. No, it's not completed, I know. But it is running, right? So that's the important bit. You can hear the basalt being created and broken. Now, if we head down here, I just added a couple of large water wheels, and by a couple, I mean like 6, which is too many. And then we have a redstone link that is checking the drawer that the basalt is in. And if it hits a certain threshold, it will shut the basalt generator off, which is pretty incredible. Redstone links are super dope. But I need to go ahead and finish this. I think I'm just going to make it look kind of like this thing. Just give it that flat style roof and maybe put one of those like chimney things on top of it just to make it look like, hey, this thing is actually pumping out like smoke like that, right? Hamish gets a little confused sometimes. That's okay. But man, oh man, am I so happy with these paths. This is so wonderful. Again, I gotta put a couple of trees and stuff in here, but that'll come soon enough. And now we have, I have a bit of a better idea. I do want this train to come down this way and probably head over here. I'll build it up a little bit so it can go next to the path here, right? And then it'll come off this way for whatever reason, head over probably around here. I'll build a little bridge over the river that's, the waterfall that's totally done. And then it can come on over here and go off to wherever the heck it needs to go over there. But man, I am just so happy with this build here. Let me put this building in here, figure out what the heck I'm gonna do here. And then we'll probably be done with the episode. But whew, it's been a productive one. I'm super happy where we are so far. Well, here it is in all of its friggin' glory. This is just so cool. Oh, I think it fits perfectly in our little area that we got going on here with our workshop and our andesite shop, and now we've got this beautiful little mob slaughtering machine. This is so cool. It makes my starter base just kind of not work anymore, but I don't know, I really like it a lot. This is just super rad. And I love the way the decorations came out on this with our little fire and our warning, and just more crates and barrels and stuff all over the place, and a little smokestack just to be like, hey, doing lava in here, be careful. And before we sign off, I wanted to give you a little progress update on our lava here. We've just got a little bit more to go. Let's see, if this is a 20 by 20, what is that, about 5 or 6 blocks? Do some math there for me, folks. I have literally no idea. But this is incredibly close to where it needs to be. Look at how much we've filled already. That's super awesome. And all just from these little, where is it? This little dripstone farm here. This is super wonderful. I might kickstart that a little bit more and add more just, you know, from my pockets. But I'm really happy with how far we've come so far. This is fantastic. And I know we didn't get a building behind me, but that's okay. I have plans for this little area right here. I'm probably just gonna throw like another little shack in and then just put a enchanting setup inside of it. But anyways, folks, that is unfortunately all the time that I have for today. This has been an absolutely wonderful episode. I had a blast making this, and our pathways are done, and we got XP, we got all the stuff. It looks super wonderful. I am feeling so fulfilled right now, and I hope you all had a blast as well. Thank you so much to my patrons. Thank you to Wraith and Dusk, and I will see all of you, I guess, in the next one. I don't want to leave. This has been too much fun. I don't want to go. Anyways, folks, thanks again for being here. Bye.